And just when you think Fifine is done with creating some of their good budget tech, such as this microphone right here, they're going into something new. That's right, something new for all my techies and gamers, especially gamers and content creators out there. And what are we talking about? We're talking about this device right here, the Fifine AmpliGame V3 video capture card. That's right, they are exactly venturing into creating some capture card hardware for all my gamers out there looking to create content for their gaming and streaming. This is from Fifine. You know, they create pretty decent budget devices. Is this to be included as one of their decent budget devices? I don't know, maybe. We don't know what the specs are on this. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna try this out, look at what this Fifine has to offer at this price right here. We're gonna see how far up on the 60 hertz refresh rate we can go, 1080p or 1440p. We don't know. Let's do an unboxing and see what we get in our box right now. First and foremost, you're going to get your box opened up like that, and you're going to get your instructions on the top as it should be. Don't know what we're going to face as far as HDCP is concerned. I've encountered that before with some devices, and it gave me a headache. Taking off this little foam cover right here, we have the Fifine capture card right in your face with their nice AmpliGame logo. Looks like I got a scratch there. Did I just do that when I opened it? So this is the device in all of our beautiful faces out here in the world. Obviously, you have your HDMI in and HDMI out, so you can get a pass-through going through a monitor for my console gamers, right? So that's sweet and awesome. Obviously, you're gonna get 60 hertz at 1080p. I'm curious about the 1440p. A lot of us do that, as myself, so we want to see if they get 1440p pass through. You have a line in and a headset port. That is right, so you get your line in audio going and a headset to listen directly off of the capture card. So you probably don't even need to connect directly to your PC or your console. Get all your stuff coming right through this box. Awesome flying sausages and pierogies. What? On the other side of that, we have some other buttons there, or one button that is the RGB button. That's right, so you're going to be able to cycle through your RGB colors with that button. HDMI out, and of course, which connects to your PC. And on the bottom, you have a little bit of ventilation, right? Because this thing may generate some heat depending on the higher refresh rates you tend to want to use. And some rubber feet. What do you get for accessories? Probably just a USB cable to connect to this bad little naughty boy. What? USB-C 3.0 to USB-A. How long is this cable? I don't know. It seems like it's got a decent length here. This is about a almost 2.5 feet, I presume. I don't know. I'm guesstimating with my eyeballs. All right, so what we're gonna do is switch out the Warkey video capture card I'm capturing right here at 4K 30 for the Fifine V3 capture card, and see if you could look at a little differences from it. If there is really, there's always differences with any capture card you get. Let's make the switch in 1, 2, 3. And here we are with the Fifine V3 capture card. Now I do have it laid out up here on my screen, and honestly, when I'm looking at it, off first impressions, it looks fantastic coming out of my camera right here. Putting it side by side with the Warkey 3.0 capture card, as you can see, the colors are almost one and the same. They look awesome to me in my eyes. So first impressions, I'm already seeing the quality. Okay, this is 4K 30 that you are looking at. Now we're gonna swap this over to 1080p 60 and look at what that refresh rate looks like right now. What are we waiting for? Who are you? Why? Switching the card over to 1080p 60. Now, if you are looking at this video at 4K on your screen, you may not see the resolution dip, even if it's a large screen, for example, but on your phone or small mobile device, you probably won't tell the difference. But you will tell the difference in this ultra bleeding fast smoothness that you're looking at. My gosh, look at that smoothness you're getting in your face at 1080p 60. Do you see how smooth that is? Wow. Okay. 1080p 60. not a problem with this camera. Now, does it do 1440p at 60 frames per second? I'm gonna throw up a little spec sheet here in your face so you can see what the resolutions that this card supports. And as you can see, it does in fact support that 1440p 60 frames per second pass through. And look here, this also does 1920 by 1080p 120 hertz pass through. Let's not forget that for all my gamers who game at 1920 by 1080 and want super blazing speed pass through on your TV or monitor. So for all my gamers out there with consoles or computers, PC gamers who play at high resolutions and want a decently high refresh rate to record your video to pass through, to see it on your screen nice and at least at 60 hertz, this does it. Very nice. All right, now what am I doing next? So without further ado, let's just get into a little bit of 1440p gameplay so you can see what that looks like with this capture card. I don't doubt that it looks good, right? It should look good. Well, I don't doubt that it doesn't look good. It's like a double negative, so it's a positive. Who am I? What am I talking about? Just as a demonstration so you can see what the refresh rate and everything looks like on this little panel going through the Fifine V3 capture card, which already is pretty awesome. You can see here on my desktop, I have my settings set to mirror my displays. So you can see it is set to duplicate displays, and what you see up there is what you see right here on my desktop. So pretty cool beans and sausage, right? And if you scroll down, you'll see that I actually have 2560 by 1440p, 2560 by 1440p at 60 hertz right there in your face for both screens. That's right. So we're gonna leave that as such, and we're gonna jump over to gameplay. Darksiders 3, if anyone's ever played that game. All right, I have switched over to my big camera view so you can look at the monitor here only solely, so you can see what that kind of looks like in real time, and it is pretty darn sweet if you ask me. I gotta go down here and fight these guys again, and look at that smooth. Maybe I could just bypass these guys. Oh, I guess I can't. Now, with regards to the longevity of the device, well, that's yet to be seen. I just got the device, so I won't know until I've been using it for some time to see if it starts giving me problems or presents some malfunction or something. But as of right now, it's looking pretty nice in my face. There's not a lot that I can say bad about it, other than that it's maybe just too big for the weight that it is. If they could make it smaller, it's fine, but I do like the way it looks. Maybe they could make it a little bit thinner than the sandwich size that it has. But otherwise, it's a beautiful looking device. The RGB is cool. You can turn it off if you don't care for the RGB. The refresh rate, fantastic when gaming. Fantastic right now with content creation. This is 1080p in your face. I didn't even bother switching back to 4K. And it looks good. If you're looking for 4K 60, this won't provide that for you, so go elsewhere down the block, spend a little bit more money to get that 4K 60, something from the likes of Elgato or AverMedia, which those have those 4K 60 devices that will do that 4K 60 pass through. Is it a good value? I think it's pretty decent bang for your buck, considering devices coming with these particular specs tend to come in harshly a little bit more expensive, right? Double the price, right? So if I wanted to get something like this and just spice it up with a little 4K 60 refresh rate, the price is going to be double or more, which is a little obscene with some of these manufacturers. So I'm interested in seeing, maybe they'll make something in the future that incorporates 4K 60, maybe the V3S, I don't know, and it gives you the 4K 60 that you like. But 25, 60, 40, 40p 60, I can't really ask for more, honestly. So yeah, there you have it. in your face, Takers and Gamers. Like the device, links in the description. Get yourself a little bit of a 10% coupon code, courtesy of my Amazon link. What? No, not Amazon. Courtesy of my affiliate link that's down there. So one hand washes the other. You help me out, I help you out, get you a little bit of more money in your pocket, right? And I get supported a little bit to continue to create content for this channel for you, to keep you up to spec and up to par with your content creation gear, right? So, and this is just yet another one you can potentially add to your catalog. I want to test it out for some time and see if it's gonna hold up as good as this war key has been holding up. And if so, it will definitely be for sure bang for your buck. Maybe I'll give a little follow-up. People in the comments ask me, if you see this video 3 months from now, ask me, is it still working good for you? And I'll let you know. I blew it up, threw it out the window. What?